Howdy, Pidge here, and this morning I'm at the Abilene Zoo in Abilene, Texas. And to start off right now, we've got something I saw a lot of in my 20 years in Florida, and that's the American alligator. He's a good specimen there. Look how big he is. I don't know. My daughter once tramped on one thinking it was a step. That's a bit scary. There he is again. Nice top view. I'm glad I'm not in Florida. This here's a black-necked swan. They're beautiful creatures. And right beside them, we got some crested screamers, except they ain't screaming right now. They're nice and calm. And we got some Caribbean flamingos. Now, aren't they pretty? Their color comes from the shrimp they eat. Did you know that? Well, I didn't know that till just recently. Look how pretty. This here poor little fella, he's an ocelot. And I hate to see them in small cages like that, but they need more room. We got an Alabama tortoise. He's having his breakfast this morning. And right next to him, we got Blue River hogs. Now, aren't they the prettiest hogs you've ever seen? My gosh, look at the coloring on him. He's just beautiful. He's got a buddy in there with him. Now, this here's a Rothschild giraffe. We got a couple of them here. And they also have some reticulated giraffes. And look at this fella. He's having a hard time. He's got a long ways to bend to eat his breakfast. But he seems to be doing okay. We got a baby giraffe right here, hiding behind Mama. Ain't she a cutie? My goodness, isn't he beautiful? That's a colobus monkey. Look at that fur. It's so long. Oops, there's two of them. Well, they're having breakfast together. And this here's a llama. He's got an itch. But he seems to have taken care of it nicely. He's a grand animal. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is the Maine wolf. Well, I saw him for the first time in L.A. at the L.A. Zoo. And I just fell in love with them after that. Next door to him, we got leopards. Look how pretty. Look at the spots on them. They're gorgeous animals. I would hate to run up with one of them in the wild, though. They're pretty ferocious when they want to be, but they're beautiful. This there's an American black bear, and every time I ever get to see a bear, they're always sleeping. And this one's snoring even. My goodness. But I think he's dreaming there. I'm probably chasing something. We got an American porcupine. He looks a little prickly. I hate these small cages, though. I like the bigger zoos where there's plenty of room for everyone to get out and about and not be locked up. Why, this blackbird's got himself a big nut to crack. He's gone. And right here we have a cougar. Now, I've never seen a cougar in the wild, but I know that they've been plenty places that I've been, a lot of the national parks and all. But what a grand animal. Used to hear a lot about them down in Florida. And I had a neighbor who claimed she saw one walking right down her driveway. This here is a python. That's a big snake, a Burmese python. My goodness. I stay away from Burma. And we got ourselves a Gila monster. Last time I saw a Gila monster was out in Death Valley. He was a really polite Gila monster. He posed for a lot of pictures. And then finally he kind of stuck his tongue out a little bit, turned around and went into his hole. This here is a western diamondback rattler. Now, we got a lot of them in New Mexico. Unfortunately, A lot of my friends, their dogs have been killed by them, and one was bitten by one. And this is the one I fear the most. This is the Mojave rattler, and it's kind of greenish in color normally, and he's extremely poisonous, and he's making his way all through New Mexico now. Gotta watch out for him. And we got a Brazilian salmon tarantula. That's one of the biggest tarantulas I've ever seen. And trust me, I've seen a lot of tarantulas. We got ourselves a Mexican black-tailed viper here. Looks kind of like a rattlesnake to me, but I don't know. And here's, my goodness, a whole gaggle of hissing cockroaches. I wouldn't want them in my house. They're horrible, dirty. And this here is a western green mamba. That's one big snake, let me tell you. He's enormous. And it's another, I don't know. I like coming into these reptile houses to see all the reptiles, but I sure am glad that they're behind glass and I'm out here. Wow, if you wouldn't last 10 feet inside the door before they got you. So we'll just keep them right where they are behind glass. Look how big this guy is. He's huge. And then right next to him is a green bathyllus. Now I've never heard of him, but he's a lizard of some sort. He's a good sized one too. And this western cottonmouth. When I was a kid, my sisters and I were swimming in a lake, and this cottonmouth, he was swimming on the other side, and he started swimming our way, and when we saw him and realized what he was, we took off swimming for shore, and he chased after us. We were so glad to get out of that water. And then we have a Cahulia box turtle. I'm not much of a turtle person. When I was a kid, my father gave us a snapping turtle for a pet. Never figured that one out. But following right along here, we've got a king cobra. He's another one. Why, he's as long as a train out west here. They got hundreds of cars on them, and they're a mile or more long, and this guy's just as long and just as slow. Although I wouldn't want to be in his way when he's striking at something. Now this one, he's a favorite of mine. He's just got such weird looks. He's a gaboon viper. I saw my first one of those at the LA Zoo. Took me a while to figure out where he was. He was so well camouflaged. But I guess I like him. I just wouldn't go near him. Then we have a black tree monitor. He's another. My goodness, these things grow so big. I don't know. I think I'm going to stay out of the jungles. I'll stay out in the desert where all I got to worry about is those rattlesnakes, not all these things. But it's interesting. I love coming to zoos. There, oh, that's the end of him. He's a long one. There's two of them in there. I don't know. I'll stick with the rattlesnakes. We got this is interesting. This guy's a prehensile tailed skink. That means that he can move that tail of his and hang on to something the same way as a prehensile monkey can, or like we can with our hands. My day's coming to an end here in Abilene. I'm going to hop back onto the highway and make my way home to Demon. It's been a long trip and I'm starting to wear out. I hope I'll be there by dinner time. So until next time, y'all have a good day and bye-bye.